So, everyone, have you ever tried that after clicking on a button on any record or so, that a screen would appear, and then if we are selecting any option on that, then some function will occur. Maybe a status will update to any value. And if we are selecting any other option, then another status should update or any other field value. So we'll be doing this scenario today. We'll create a quick action and then we'll create a screen trigger flow. Then we'll connect that quick action to a screen trigger flow. So that screen will appear and then we'll select any option and our status should be updated. Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Trailhead Ranger and Jay. And in our tactical scenarios, we'll be creating a quick action using which will trigger a flow, screen flow, and then we'll show up two option or maybe three option, and then by selecting different options, we should be updating different stages on opportunities. So let's get started on this. First of all, I'll just go to the object manager by clicking on this setup. It's entirely, so this thing we can do with lwc as well. For today we'll be doing it using flow. So let's go to object manager first and search for opportunity, and let's open it in new tab as well, and let's create flow first. I'll open the flow and then click on new flow. Next, and we will be creating screen flow. You can see there are many other flow types, that is record triggered, schedule triggered, platform event, auto launched, and this new option has been added recently, that is record triggered orchestration. So for our current requirement we'll be selecting screen flow. So let's create, and yes, so let's add the screen first because our requirement is to display two options on the screen. So yeah, let's add on this then screen, and let's give it a name, display options. Let's hide the header, we don't need it. And from here we can select the components, what do we want to drop on the screen. So I want radio button, so let's drop this. And radio buttons options, I'll give the name, you can give it anything, or I'll give the label as select anyone. Yes, and this I don't need. Data type is text only. No, we'll be selecting one option at once. It is saying if we want our user to select multiple options at once. So no, this is that is, if we will select yes, then it will allow us it to like multi-pick list field. But currently we'll be working it as a pick list field. So radio buttons, yes. Another option we have pick list, so it will appear it like this, but we will go with radio buttons for now. Choice one is, let's go to the opportunity because we want to update the stages. So let's check what stages do we have. We have prospecting, qualification, needs analysis, value proposition. So let's do this for closed won and closed lost. I'll say opportunity won, and another one is, so for this we need to create a choice resource. So you can see that below, I'll click on here, or otherwise what you can do, you can just go here and then you can create that as well. I'll create it from here only. So we don't need a collection choice set, neither record, neither pick list. So we'll just create a choice, that is opportunity won, and our choice label is opportunity won, and this is our value is closed won. Value should be that this is the one we should have as value, so that it can check the value when we will be selecting it. So data type is text, that's correct. Let's click on this. Now we'll create another one, that is opportunity lost. So let's create it, and then we have opportunity lost, and let's select this as closed lost, then done. No default value will be giving, and let's keep it as required, that if we have clicked that button, we want the user to select any one of the option. At least we don't want the user to move forward without selecting any option. Component visibility, yes, it should visible always. No help text is required, so nothing else. And we will select here to hide these button, we don't need the pause button. So we'll select the hide pause, neither we need the previous. Finish is fine. Let's click on done. After selecting the option, when your user select one option, so what should happen? Let's click on decision, check selected option. So we'll be checking which option has been selected. So I'll just give this as name as one. So responses, that is select anyone if that's value is equals to opportunity one, then what should happen? And another outcome is lost. So we'll be selecting this select anyone if its value is equals to lost, then what should happen? Okay, let's close this. So we'll update the record. For updating record, we need to create a record id so that it can grab the record. For that, we'll create a new resource, that is a variable, and give its api name as record id, data type as record, and object is opportunity. We are using opportunity object, and available for input. And then click on done. Now we'll insert update record element here, update record. So what will happen here? Update stage 2 closed one, because we will be selecting closed one. So we don't have a collection of records, so we'll just select this option, that is specify conditions to identify records. So for which object we are working on? Opportunity. Then what condition should met? That its id should be equals to our record id. Yes. If that matches, then what should happen? Its state should be updated to closed one. That's it. And again we will insert here update records, update stage 2 closed lost. And then again we'll click on specify condition, then we'll select the object, and here we'll select id, that is opportunity id, and this one should equals to record id of opportunity id. Then we'll again update the stage 2 closed lost. Okay, so yeah, if we will go through this once again, we have a screen to give a option, that is select any one, opportunity one or opportunity close, sorry, lost. So if user will select any of these options, their respective it will go into the respective decision loop, that is yes, we have selected the one option, so state should be updated to the closed one. So we'll click on save. Let's give the name to this, opportunity update closed one lost stage. Okay, and let's save this. You can debug it here as well. Like after clicking on debug, I'll show you. You can just click on debug and then give any opportunity records ID. Let's check that as well. Yeah, sorry, opportunity is here. Then I'll open this opportunity. So you can see its current status is needs analysis. So currently we are just checking the flow. We are yet to create a button and then run the flow. So let's just check the flow if we are having any discrepancies. I'll copy the opportunity ID, then go here and select the opportunity record on which I want to run this flow. Then click on run, and here it is giving me screen. Now I'll select any one of the option, that is opportunity one, and then I click on next. You can see here that is choice value is closed, one is selected after the screen. Then in decision it is checked if one value, so one branch, that is branch, this branch is executed by checking that is the record id which I am running is having the opportunity one value to the opportunity one. If I'm matching yes, then stage should be updated to the closed one, and if I will refresh this record, its stage will be updated to the closed one. So you can see that's how it's working. But let's move this back to the needs analysis, and let's close this flow as well and click on this activate button, because if we want to create a action and have this flow run via that action, we need to have our flow activated. So we'll go to the opportunity object. You can again, I'll let you know the navigation. You can just go to the object manager, then search for opportunity object, then go to the buttons, links and actions, then click on new action, then select action type as flow. Then you can select the flow. I am having this one recently created, that's why it's selected. Otherwise you can select from the drop down list, and we can keep standard label type as it is, and I'll be giving a name label as stage change. Okay, you can give the name as anything. So I'll click on save now. It's saved. So the quick action is created which will be running this flow, that is opportunity update closed one lost stage. Now what I want to do is I want to have the button on this page. Even I will refresh it, you can see the button won't be here. So what I will have to do is I'll click on this gear icon again, then click on edit page. After clicking on edit page, I'll click on this section, that is the highlight section, and then you can see okay, so we need to upgrade it to the dynamic action. So I'll just upgrade it now so that we can add the pages. I'll select the migrate. I don't want to create a new page, and then select the opportunity layout, the default one, and click on finish. So you can see all the buttons are appearing here, and this is showing that how the number of buttons should be visible at first. That is, these three will be visible at first, and then all the buttons will be there in the drop down. So let's first remove the unnecessary buttons from here which we don't need at all. Okay, new case, new note, new event. Okay, even these ones we don't need. That's fine. Now let's click on this add action and search for your action. We created a button named stage change. So here it is. Let's select this and click on done. After clicking on done, let's click on the save button and click on activate it. Assign as org default, as we have just migrated it to the lightning page, and then click on save. Now let's move back to the opportunity record. After moving back, you can see that the button is here, that is stage change. So if I'll click on this button now, it will show us the screen. Let's click on it. The screen is appearing, that is stage change. Select any one, that is opportunity won or opportunity lost. So let's click on opportunity lost, because for one scenario we had already debugged that. So I'll click on this, then click on next. and you can see closed lost is changed. Why it is coming like this? Because for this record closed lost was not in the path, closed one is in the path, that's why it's appearing like this. But you can see the status is changed. So let's so you understand that how we can create a quick button or quick action, then have a flow run through it. And using a flow we can have a screen triggered flow or a screen flow we can have. So basically our requirement was to have a quick action which can run the screen flow. So, and then after selecting any options we should be able to change the stage of a record. Using this we can update any of this field or any other requirement based on the conditions. So I hope you understand it and you learn something new. And if you do, please like it and subscribe the channel. And thank you, stay tuned for more.